Hi, thank you for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deborah Carr. I am a USA Today bestselling author of historical fiction, and as Georgina Troy, I write contemporary romance series. So today I thought I would tell you about my books that I intend to read for March. Now, when I say I intend to read, it obviously depends how busy my writing day is. And how tired my eyes are. So a lot of the time, like, please excuse these eyes at the moment, I have been sort of not flitting exactly, that sounds wrong, but going from working on a first draft on one book to edits on another. I'm on the second round of proof edits for this one book, and it's because I changed I changed more than I should do quite late on. This is because I found something similar in somebody else's book, so I wanted to change what I had in mine, which has been done, but it means I'm doing another round of proofs, which have to be in by Monday, and my eyes are pretty tired. As soon as I finish doing this, I'll go straight back. I'm about halfway through, probably a bit further actually. So I'm sick to death of the book because I've read it that many times now, but it's something that needs to be done, and obviously I want the book to be the best that I can possibly make it. I'm also trying to record this before the next shower comes, because of course we still have rain. It was sunny this morning. I took my dogs down to the beach and it was absolutely freezing. I had my heavy coat on with a big hood with a fake fur around it. I looked like, I don't know what I looked like, a clown or something. Cloud, that was, not clown, although who knows. So yeah, even the dogs had their coats on. It was that cold, but we did miss the rain, and it has rained a couple of times since we've been home, which isn't actually that long. And the reason I don't want it to rain while I'm recording is because my studio roof is a wooden and ruboroid roof. I am planning at some point to have a sedum roof put on there, which will dull any sound and also help insulate it. But obviously I would have to pay for that, and right now I have other things I need to pay for instead. So that will have to wait. So I have to record in between showers if possible. So yes, it is March now, and I read most of the books for February. I'll continue to read the ones that I haven't managed to get around to, only because my eyes are so tired by the end of the day usually, which is why I listen to audiobooks. I'm listening to a brilliant audiobook. It's called The Secret Pianist by Andy Newton. She is USA Today bestselling author of historical fiction too. This book is set in France during the Second World War. It's excellent, but Andy's books always are excellent. I love her books, and that's what I'm listening to after I finish work, when I can close my eyes and just listen to a book being read to me. I absolutely love that. So if you're looking for an audiobook, you might want to listen to The Secret Pianist by Andy Newton. Is actually a good one. So the other books I intend to be reading and hopefully working through are these. These are my March books. So first off, and they're in different genres. So first off is Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club. Now, if you're like most people who already have read this, I haven't got round to it yet. And my daughter read it and contacted me. And my daughter doesn't read much fiction. She's very much one for factual things. She's an engineer, and she likes, actually, my sister said, how are you two, mother and daughter? I don't know. We're so very different. I'm all about fiction and romance, and she's an engineer, and so she's all about, I don't know, clever things. But she did love this book. So if she loved this book, then I intend to read it. So I'm going to try and read it this month. This is one of my books that I hope to read this month. Obviously, it's been sold millions of copies, I imagine. The next book I want to read is one by Fenella Miller. I love Fenella Miller's books. Like me, she is published by Boldwood. I think this is the Boldwood book. No, this one's actually published by Head of Use, actually. Like me, she has had different publishers over time, And this is about an East End girl, and it's set during the Second World War. I think that's my favourite period and my favourite genre to read, certainly. And certainly fun enough for my audiobooks. I love reading that. I don't know what it is, but I do love reading that. So this is, who's about? This is about Nancy Evans. And it says, even in wartime, East End girl Nancy Evans has reason to hope. She's a rising star in the Women's Auxiliary Air Force and is about to marry the man of her dreams until a brutal night of bombing changes her life forever. So I think that should be really exciting. I can't wait. Very nice. Another book that has been around for years. How many years? Let me have a look and see. Oh God. I'm being really hopeless at the moment because I'm tired. Where's the date on this thing? Being useless, sorry. 2019, so this book is like 5 years old. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Over 1 million copies sold, it says, probably more than that. So this one, if you don't know, because you probably have read it, unlike me, Alicia Berenson lived a seemingly perfect life until one day 6 years ago when she shot her husband in the head 5 times. Since then, she hasn't spoken a single word. It's time to find out why. Oh, I love a mystery. I love a thriller. This was a #1 New York Times and Sunday Times bestseller. Obviously, it was very well loved. And the 4th book, I won't be able to finish this book because it is a big book. This is not fiction. This is The English Civil War by Diane Purkiss. I've had an idea for my next book. I'm contracted with HarperCollins to write another book. This contract was for 2 books, and I've had an idea. I haven't had the okay for the idea yet, so I won't be able to share it, but there's something to do with this in it, the English Civil War. If it's approved, I'm waiting to hear. It will be the English Civil War, but set in Jersey. So it's not the English Civil War in England. I mean, it is the English Civil War, but it's the connection with Jersey and what takes place hopefully in my book will be in Jersey. So, but obviously I need to research the English Civil War more first, and so I will be reading that book. I mean, I love books, and I don't know if I said it here last time, but I thought I had about 300 plus books. I can hear the rain. 300 plus books on my Kindle, and then I was looking for something or checking something, and I have over 1,000 and several hundred. And here comes the rain. You might not be able to hear it, but I can. So that's what I'm doing. I need to get back to my edits because they won't edit themselves. But I'm very excited about this book. I've also had some other exciting news this morning, which unfortunately I can't share. Not just yet anyway. I will share it as soon as I possibly can. Let me find my cup of tea and see if I can do that without spilling it. Spilled all my supper yesterday. It was a nightmare, and I was really looking forward to it. Anyway, sorry for the ramble. This Sunday I will be recording with my 2 Blonde Plotter friends, Kelly Clayton and Gwyn Bennett, 2 fabulous authors, also from Jersey, and I'll post the interview, or our chat, because it won't be an interview, our chat either on Sunday or early next week. So until then, what does this say? Keep warm and snuggle up. Yes, we're having to here. It's flipping freezing. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'd better get on with my work, and then I can read these books. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thanks for joining me.